we're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort, and China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that everything is planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books, Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, those books are mandatory because they show you how the world really works. Also, those who've donated to the Cash App, Patreon, much love, keep it coming. And then also those who are shopping at both stores, much love to you. And of course, guys, we're going to get into Bitcoin and cryptos first. Right now, we do have a few altcoins moving up, but overall, the market is flat. Do not forget to pay attention to volume. As we saw, Doge volume was higher than Ethereum. So we know there were bigger hands behind us. Don't get me wrong. There was a lot of real money in there. There was a lot of retail money coming in. Because I saw people online that never had any discussion about crypto, was talking about Dogecoin, and that is the purpose of it, but I'm going to get into that later. But do not forget to pay attention to your volume, your tether, and USDC. On the weekend, we are the only game in town, so guys, make sure you take advantage of that. Now, don't forget the Fed has the money to manipulate the yields. Make sure you go to that app, look it up, so therefore you know how much they did on a daily basis. Also, guys, we have CME next week on the 30th. Do not forget, going into that week, we're definitely going to dump. But as we see, Bitcoin has become stable. Not a lot of volatility. We saw a lot of the money, the open interest, went into a lot of these altcoins. So I definitely see a lot of these altcoins getting drained. Not your financial advice, not financial advice. Please do your own research. But I definitely see a nice entry point for altcoins. So like I said, we had a big increase in altcoins the first part of this month. So definitely I see that coming crashing down because we know who manipulates that. Don't forget to keep an eye on Grayscale. Remember, we keep an eye on all the manipulators. Grayscale is very important. Don't forget that trust is locked up. That's keeping Bitcoin where it's at. It's like I said, Bitcoin has not been that volatile, especially being at the price that it hasn't moved up big and it hasn't moved down big. But these altcoins have. So that's like I stated, I definitely see a good correction in these altcoins when CME happens. Of course, CME, Binance, and the other exchanges, but we know CME is the biggest manipulator. Now, getting over into actual crypto news, guys, we have Mark Cuban says supply and demand is undefeated, speaking about Dogecoin. And guys, what do I always teach you about? That's right, supply and demand. We see that the New World Order is pushing that adoption button. The fact is, right now, when people see Bitcoin, they know nothing about cryptos. They just see that 60,000. They think, oh, I can't afford to put any money into that. But when they see Dogecoin at 14 cents, 17 cents, I have an opportunity. That's adoption. We saw all that retail money come in. Now, we saw it move up billions and billions of dollars, which we know there were bigger hands behind that. But that was a lot of real money, real retail money that got it over 40 cents. But as we can see, it corrected. But we know what the Fed is there to do. That's right. Take your money. And they bring in the puppets like Mark Cuban to talk about it. That's what it's about. If you fall for it, it was because you were trying to get greedy. Always study the investments. And like I stated yesterday, the fact is that people were going to come in at the top price and it was going to correct. But we know Dogecoin is not going anywhere right now because of market cap. And then also the New World Order can use it for adoption. And that's what it's about. Do not forget, when it came to the internet, what was the biggest sites? Adult websites. If it was not for adult websites, we wouldn't have internet. So right now, Dogecoin is the adult website. And when we look at these adult websites, they accept Dogecoin. That was one of the first coins that they accepted. Guys, remember, the New World Order is working off a plan. Now, it states Coinbase still has not listed Dogecoin. And we know why, because of manipulation. Remember, they're a publicly traded company. So all the illegal activities going on in Dogecoin, they would be held accountable. So they're not going to list it yet. But I definitely see Coinbase listing Dogecoin later on down the road. Now we have Coinbase staking Ethereum 2.0. Do not forget about that. And then also, guys, we have Canada approves 3 Ethereum ETFs. We know what Ethereum is about, guys. I've been over it several times. I'll show you what's behind the curtain, not what's in front of you. Remember Ameribor. Please go check those videos out. When we're looking at LIBOR, they're going to be doing away with LIBOR, and the Fed is going to be doing the secured rate, which is SOFR, and Ameribor is the unsecured rate. Remember, you're talking about trillions of dollars in derivatives, guys. Trillions, hundreds of trillions. Do not forget about that. That is the monster that's always behind the curtain. But when it comes to smart contracts, it's going to change everything that we do. Now we have Bitcoin Cash and Ethereum Classic, which we know both of them are forks. Do a triple-digit rally. I know a lot of people in Patreon second guess me on Bitcoin Cash, but definitely it's a currency, guys. A fork of Bitcoin, not going anywhere. Now we have India's largest crypto exchange launch NFT marketplace. Now, guys, we see a lot of these exchange tokens are making moves. What does that let us know? What have I taught you? That is letting us know that the bear market is coming. A lot of these exchange tokens are taking off. Now we have EOS rallies also with protocol upgrades and integration with Google Cloud. So we're definitely starting to see utility. That's what we need. And we know how important DeFi is going to be. DeFi is going to change everything we do when it comes to banking. And then lastly, guys, the privacy coins have made their moves also. We have Dash, which tries to stay away from being called privacy because we know the IRS put their foot on their neck. But we have Monero, we have Zcash, which of course, we know JP Morgan is building Federal Reserve 2.0 on blockchain. That's ZK Snark, guys. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Also, if you're new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Don't forget the book links and crypto links are in the description. Also, the stock channel, guys, Cryptoteacher Stocks. Do not forget you have your Cobalt, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, you got the at-home stocks to see where the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home getting free money or waiting on that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day.